according to you, it sounds good, it makes sense because there's sedition today. Tomorrow you will not be in power, you'll not be where you are. Before you occupy that office and started receiving $1,000 or $2,000 today, and you think you can go on every social media handle and say the worst thing and put yourself on record, look, tomorrow you will not be in that office. Tomorrow you will need people to listen to you and hear you when you are suppressed. Tomorrow you will need your voice. The same way people who have been suppressed by the brutal hands of the Baka police, you too could be in that situation. Always remember the days that you are no longer in power. I remember vividly the very police inspector general now, some time ago when he was not in power. I remember vividly seeing this Gregory Common man in areas begging for survival, begging for gasoline for his fuel, for his car, sorry, begging for assistance to take care of his life. And Gregory cannot challenge that. I saw a humble, remorseful Gregory Coleman in the Sincore area, moving from one WIA official to the other, appealing for assistance. I'm aware of efforts that were even being made to give him an opportunity where he will have job to survive. Gregory had forgotten when he never had power how his life were or his life was when he never had power. Gregory has reassumed power today. Gregory is forgetting. Gregory is misusing power. Gregory is putting himself on the record for all of the wrong things. Gregory, you will not remain Inspector General of the police forever. Remember, Inspector General of Police forever. Remember also that you have kids, that your records today and your treatment of people today will be used as a judgment for them tomorrow. So you know why it's good to live a very decent life? Because you're not living only for yourself, you're living even for your children. Tomorrow you don't want somebody to look at your children and say, oh, hey, now that police inspector work. What when you're a police inspector, you're just killing people and small thing happen, you send police people to go kill them, that his son there, that his daughter there. Liberians, you have to remember that there is a tomorrow. To our friends in power now, you have to remember some of you will call us, it will curse us, it will banish us, it will call names and what have you, as if to say you have arrived. And where you are, nobody has been there before. See comments. I see people that we respected in this country because they're in business with the Unity Party. It don't even have to be a CDC government, but you're blackmailing yourself, you're blackmailing your reputation just for a 6 years term, which renewability you cannot guarantee. And I see somebody say, "Oh, they come and carry Josiah Joker to neck and what have you." That is no guarantee of perpetuating yourself in power. You can even carry Kutumu Baka and Meho neck chair. When the people come and make a decision 2029, there is no way you can change it. You can carry Kutumu Baka, you carry Mrs. Kuhn, right? And you carry Yomli Kanga Lauren and Daz Dillon, you made them the commissioner of neck. When election comes, we go to the ballots and Liberians make their decision. There is no way you can change it. There is absolutely no way you can change it, folks. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Chief. This is Kelvin Yuma.
Kelvin Newman.
The winner.
Kelvin Newman.
Yeah, thank you. I just received the cash.
Okay, how much you received, Kelvin?
20,000.
Congratulations, and you still have a chance. We are playing for the 100,000 right now.
All right, Chief. Thank you.
Okay, so yes, the 100,000 is up for grab, and it's 49 minutes after 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock exactly is when we're gonna do the next draw, provided if we meet the threshold. Because trust me, I'm not gonna give 100,000 to when people not playing. Hey, we're not gonna do that.
Money is here. We not forced to give or want to give it. But if you play, that's when we will give it. Until then, nothing we can do. We just have to respect the rules and live by the rules.
So yesterday, Kalasco and some other Liberians, as we speak now, are behind bars. Simply because they join in Okay, I think the guy has credit that will do something. So simply because they joined in a citizen action on yesterday to demand a return to constitutional order, simply because they went to petition their lawmakers to act in accordance with the rule of law, the constitution, and their own rules, so that our country will remain on a path of peace and tranquility. Police went there with brutal force, unprovoked, and beat on these people as if to say they were not Liberian, they are not human beings. Ma handled them, right? Uh, Ma handled them, and of course, resulting into summary arrests. Do you think, Higa, you're a Liberian, you're a political analyst, you're a journalist, you've been around. Do you think the rest of these people and placing them behind bar by this regime was justified? Did you see that violence? We have not seen any credible report from anywhere where it is reported that protester and choose stones or protester are attacking police and all of that, right? That you when arrested these people amidst their violent action on the police, those people that you arrested, then you are putting them behind bar. No, right?
Somebody said it. Say, I don't believe that.
The only thing I know is that when they went
No,
as
that instantly say that the people action were in violation of the constitution. So can I say so?
the judge had an instruction from the executive mansion. The police or the arresting officer was sent directly because I'm told Kalasco was not on the actual scene of the protest. He was somewhere around the intersection, Jalatan and bypass intersection there, right where Ifron Techno store. Apparently monitoring or observing, but even if he was making his way and part of the store, right? Even if he was waiting on he was making his way to the protest. This is right. This guarantee. He must not. Because of his identity being arrested, because he's known as a political face. So you send police officer, arrest that man directly. This is Liberians. This is a direct attack on President George Weah. Understanding his proximity, understanding Kalasco proximity, that's why they send the police directly to arrest Kalasco. This always read the signs. Always read, always read the way the things happen, right? They always, whenever there's a situation, they will go close to Weah cycle and do these things. Hagar, they arrested that man. They did not arrest him because they just wanted to arrest. They arrested him in their small mind to send a message that we are coming for you. And sit down as a Liberian, when they go for Weah, what will become of me? What will become of my Malay investment in the country? What will become? You're discouraged Baka to stop proceeding the way he is proceeding. It's unhealthy for our democracy. You tell him. Go ahead, Higa.
The government and through the instruction of the president is proceeding wrongly, and only people who are blinded by the eyes of corruption, people who are blinded by the eyes of flagrant disrespect to the rule of law. These are people who will still sit and have nothing to say uh, in relation to what is currently happening in the country. Abu, this country is becoming terrible. As we speak, Boyo business, the people can normally see the Boyo business is becoming high again in our country.
You talking about
Lawlessness,
boy, the boy using gun to kill people. You talking about then you talking about boy.
lawlessness has increased in our country. And when we sit and see all of these things, some of us always sit and our fear is for the future of our country.
Mhm.
There were actions that led our country to losing over 250,000 lives that kept us in the dark days for several years. And today, those actions are being repeated. Political censorship, dictatorial acts that have the propensity to undermine the peace of our country. These are things that are happening, and nothing is being said today. Nothing is being done by the government. It is terrible when a group of individuals, when a group of people sit and think like, "Oh, this country is their father's property. This country is their parents' inheritance." No, this is not what God voted for. The action yesterday to go at people like Kalasco, to go at peaceful protesting Liberians who have gathered to call the legislature, to call on the legislature to do the right thing, which is a constitutional and fundamental right of every Liberian. And it is even guaranteed by international protocols. All of these things today, the government is you can't be seeking support from OSA, then you be disrespecting the laws of the people you begging for support. Article 20 of the Universal Declaration on Human Rights. If you read Article 20 of the Universal Declaration on Human Rights, it will tell you that you will get to understand that the action of the police yesterday was a clear violation of human rights. So it will tell you that the action yesterday was a clear violation of of human rights. Even Article 21 of the same or Universal Declaration of Human Rights speak against the action that was exhibited on yesterday. The government cannot get involved into censorship. We have not gone even a year now. We've started to have political prisoners. Imagine if if it reached to a point where the government is not able to deliver on its promises and Liberians get agitated. This is a clear action of the government to instill fear in Liberians so that even when they are there killing you, you can't speak. When they are taking actions against your living condition, when they are taking actions against your human rights, you should not speak. That's what we call dictatorial leadership, that dictatorship here.
Exactly.
Baka and his team have proven nothing but a team of dictators who have come to plunge this country into chaos. What happened yesterday? What would have happened if there were Liberians who wanted to resist the police action yesterday? What would have happened when there were Liberians who wanted to have gathered to join the crowd yesterday in anger? Sometimes when you're doing some things, it's just better you sit and think and analyze as to who is at the losing end.
It's the ordinary people who
So the people who
struggle for
stood,
survival.
the people who stood under the ring, who walked under the ring, who danced under the ring to get you elected, who voted you. Today, these are the people that you are fighting. Some of those who were over there yesterday are Unity Party people who felt you are not doing the right thing.
1 minute. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How the morning, people?
Yeah, you have to move away from your monitor.
Yeah, move on already, sir.
Okay, this is Freedom FM.
Wow, my lovely radio station.
You're live on the radio.
Like because you play cash give away the money,
So that can't give away you play now, you now call lovely radio station. You know?
Yeah, my brother. Yeah, my radio station, yo.
So you can be playing the radio game, innit?
Yeah, I play the same methods. I'm gonna continue playing the money. I play Fata.
At fat time you play the money?
Yeah.
So what's your name again?
I need Emmanuel M. David.
Emmanuel M. David. But the something you say, not fat time you play.
Fata will be raw, I'm lying you.
But you been playing the game ever since?
Yeah, what? From the day you introduced it, I thought that we had to introduce a program. I'm playing, man, I'm not joking.
Man, not true, man. Yeah, Shamo. How you say it from the day? You know when we introduce the program, you say, "You been playing? How come we not seeing your knee yet?"
Thank you. I've been playing. I done stole my phone. I lost phone for someone that saved money already.
every different story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
get new phone about with the number back.
okay,
I start
so
playing.
so that Jedi Fide started playing, you know?
Yeah. Today I start playing today.
That today he started playing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you never win before, you just starting now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how much you won't win now? They play, you are playing.
They play, I pay, I target 100,000, man.
Targeting 100,000, you play fat, huh?
You have to try again. Go by. Go. You have to try.
You agree? You agree? Umo let you to try again.
You either gain
No. I don't want to go. I
20,000
want
or
to
you
the
try
first
again.
Ah, but you say you won't win 100,000 now.
No,
Then,
but
so let you
everything
go.
better.
Let you go. You go hustle to get 100,000, not Joe. You got go hustle again.
No, tell us they my team big.
So that the team be thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them not thinking be and then in the ego.
No, I'm not. Sorry, team. No, I want to discuss. I tell you what the call.
No, okay, forget about that one. You be a politician already. So, you have won 20,000. Congratulations.
Wow, man, y'all thank you, man. I appreciate y'all the money, man.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So the
okay,
100,000 you won't win, huh? As soon as you
Uh-huh.
see, you can still go ahead. The 100,000 stay up. When we
Don't
reach
talk
the
it low.
threshold, yeah. So we're not giving it right now. It
Don't
will.
talk it low.
All right, congratulations. So we are only waiting for you guys, to get us there. And once you get us there, we will definitely do the job for the 100,000 and give it out. So, like when we're having these random conversations about happenings in our country, is just to water down on the tension and remind all of us that we all have a duty to the peace we enjoy in Liberia. And no one people hold the right. And no one people hold the right than all of us, right? So all we have to do as a country is to always support a path of peace. And I see they say whenever people do something, hey guy, there's a reason why we said we will give time. You see, you're the one can say we don't do our thing. When the fire incident started, we know what we know, we've heard what we heard, but we said we want to give it time to follow what is happening and get professional report from those on the scene. The fire service is being controlled by the government, but yesterday we are respecting their professionalism to go in there and be able to establish for us the cause of fire. Unity Party, deputy ministers and ministers, trying to sway the public from the actual cause of the fire, have started showing and pointing fingers. You see, a devilish government never has their ill intentions. And it is hard time that Liberians recognize that these people desire for this country is to plunge the country into chaos. When people were in high positions of trust, who are supposed to be the bedrock of peace, promote the promotion of peace, will be the first group of people demonizing and pointing finger and inciting hatred among the people is troubling. Cornelia Crowd Tokwa, a young lady in and under 1 year who have amassed ill-gotten wealth and is carrying out investments across New Georgia area now, who now can put bags of money in her car and go around and distribute among people. We have these things, we got them. Is the one now going to a social media. She works right within the president's office and pointing accusing fingers. Liberians, listen, and follow. You always say, oh, the man. This is how the terror can start in a nation. When God gave you leadership, you must pray for wisdom because your singular action could lead the life of the people into danger and calamity. Leadership is not for everybody. Leadership is not for anybody. And that is the reason why our muallims and our imams and our prelates have always told us that leaders are God sent because it is understood that you come with divine understandings. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, people. I received the 20,000 right now in my mobile.
All right, congratulations. So 100,000 is up for grab. Go ahead. Let's make it happen, right? So this is it. Yesterday, uh, on yesterday, Higa,
Mhm.
the speaker posted, and it's good to read because this is what they're using to confuse again. You see, government always arresting its stuff on propaganda, keeping Liberians in the dark. And I listened to a show on yesterday, and there was a profound submission made by one panelist. And he said, to avoid these kinds of things, the government ought to be open and communicate on every bit and piece that happen in the country. The government must communicate to us if there's a protest plan. The government will communicate if there is this action. The government will tell us everything, but this government does not. What does the government do? The government try to, clandestinely create an atmosphere of calm and civility when they are perpetuating mayhems. This is bad. The record holds that the Unity Party, as a political institution in Liberia, maybe there's a need that we disband Unity Party from our politics because the record shows terribly. The record shows terribly. So let me remind you vividly, folks. And the way we like to do ours, at the end of the day, posterity is going to judge us. In every given situation, in any sound democracy and in law enforcement, in keeping with law enforcement principles, the use of force by police is warranted or can happen only when the police has exhausted all of the non-violent means to curtail. But first of all, the situation was not violent. That's when, in law enforcement, the police can use force to restore law and order. Beyond that, and these things are difficult because for non-violent approach to prove ineffective, we saw Patrick Sudu and Melvin Saka and the others with the LNP engage protesters who were insulting their mothers, insulting the president with water and calming them down and telling them to be calm. You all were on the protest. Those are the non-violent means to quell political tension. When the police feel at those ones, then before they can unleash other means to disperse. Like we saw before the executive mansion, when the police saw that the guy was insisting on letting fire, that's how they had to fire tear gas to disperse. That is justified in law enforcement, right? But public protests in Liberia have often been criminalized. Public protests in Liberia historically have often been criminalized by the Unity Party. They have often been criminalized by the Unity Party regime. From Madame Sirleaf to now what we are seeing. They have made it to look like public protest is a criminal offense. So they address and engage public protest as a crime, as a criminal offense that's being orchestrated or being carried out. Because that's the mindset and the approach they have taken to it. They do not see it as your civil liberty. They don't see it as your right to do. No. So always know in your head. UP regimes have always sorted brutal police crackdowns whenever there is a public protestation or gathering and citizens are demanding for the right things to be done. Go back into history. It is replete of that. And even when Mr. Barker came to power in no time, the King Jaw. You saw how they cracked down on the innocent plantation workers or mine workers. They crack down on them because that is the playbook of the Unity Party. This is what they do, folks. How you all act ignorant and some of you justify and say, oh yeah, that's sedition, let them kill them. You've been wicked. What kind of God do you serve? You think it's justified for the police, so you force on somebody else, but you have the guts to open your mouths to teach us about democracy. Where are the advocates? Where are the independent voices? Where are the women groups? Where are they? They are not talking. Oh, the fee is justified. They're all in silence. Dead silence. Oh, yeah, it's justified. Carrasco should be beyond bar. And somebody saying he should have been killed.
At this point, no civil society group.
No civil society group. So justifying today. The very people will condemn because the Unity Party always criminalize public protests. So once you engages into, once you get involved with public protests, the regime, these narcissists, led by the greatest narcissist ever to exist in Liberia, in Bwakai, believe that protest is a criminal offense. And that's why you saw them did what they do. So they always engage public protests with brutal police crackdown. You saw the attack on the CDC headquarters. You see the attack on the students. You see the young guy that was killed, right, in Brewerville, Sheriff. Brutal police crackdown. Yesterday, a remnants of the 1980s police crackdown. And you are refusing to admit. And I saw one guy posting that, oh, and he's a Unity Party and Bwaka supporter, Bwaka apologist. Talking, man, no military is coming in. This old man will prove his worth of governance and leadership. And if he fails, he'll go down as the worst. And we will be venerated. And we will feel proud. We do not need money to feel proud. We only need the facts and the truth to unearth. So Liberians will see it and they will know that what we said and predicted about Bwaka is true. When we told you that Mr. Bwaka is not a leader, he does not unite. Mr. Bwaka will take this country down. Under his watch, what are we seeing? Under his watch, what are we seeing?
I like how the guys can politically politicize things.
So let me just tell you what the speaker posted that they are trying to run around with.
Just reading,
right?
The Alamo, I know Alamo.
The Alamo, right? And one thing I know, Alamo is a Spanish war. A Spanish mission in San Antonio is regarded as an untrammeled symbol of freedom, referred to as the cradle of Texas liberty. In Texas, devotion to it is fervent to the Alamo because it's a liberation, it's a symbol of freedom. We talk about the Alamo, you're talking about being free from emancipation and suppression and showing and holding every ground to ensure that your liberty remains. This is it. Its name is invoked incessantly. San Antonio is referred to as the Alamo City, and corporations appropriate the Alamo name and image. When the Alamo is mentioned, it's mentioned for liberty and freedom. When the Alamo is mentioned, it's mentioned for the defense of justice. When the Alamo is mentioned, it's mentioned for the defense of human rights and dignity. The defenders of the Alamo, the men who died there at the hands of the Mexican army in the 1830s, are regarded as heroic martyrs who value liberty more than life. Go and read about the Alamo. When the Alamo is mentioned, the martyrs of these brave men and women who stood in defense of freedom and liberty are the ones that are being celebrated, that are being recognized. And that they must be used as a symbol to ignite a call for justice and, of course, denial of oppression in any given society. The connotation is positive, right? They were quickly compared to the 300 Spartans who self-sacrificed allegedly saved Greece by slowing the advance of a mighty Persian army. Folks, we all are students of history. We all have the capacity to research and know these things. So Cornelius Crowd took part in the executive mansion attempt to thwart these historical facts to satisfy their propagandist quest of blaming innocent people for the reckless leadership and governance that have been brought to bed by the incapacity and inadequacy of an 80 years old frail man who will not hold water. This is happening in Liberia today because we do not have leadership. The leadership is compromised by the aging health of a frail man. And these are the facts. It's clear. We have seen agitations, we've seen disagreements in this country before, but we're not seeing it to the point where those agitators, in an attempt to blemish and disdain the speaker, who involved themselves with all kinds of rebel actions. You saw them, they have done too many things just to get the population against Fonati. And now they went the extent of putting fire on the legislature. They know about it. Hagar, who send, yeah, no, but Hagar, let me clear. Since they won't go that way, let's go that way. Right? Since this thing happened, who have been responsible for security at the legislature?
You got security always at
the police. The Liberia National Police have taken seats of the legislative security. They deploy not only on the exterior, but interior. They deploy all in the building. And fire catch that place. You want to tell me that Liberia National Police, with the instruction to beat lawmakers who belong to Funatisa and a minority, who allow a minority lawmaker to go in there and put fire there? Does it make sense to you? And you won't be stupid. And you won't be stupid. You get governance to take care of, and you're being stupid. You call yourself leaders, right? Who should we, when burglary happens, when you get your store, you hire private security, you put them there.
The first line of investigation are the security.
Who? Ain't that the security people?
Of course.
So where were the police? If you're saying that is an arson attack, right? Where were the police that have taken assignment, carrying police that have taken assignment at the legislature since this whole impasse began? Where were they?
And that fire started this morning.
This morning.
If not around 6 o'clock, around 7.
So where were they? And you come here, you think you can blemish, you can sway Liberians. It is getting clear and evident that this government has come to carry our country backward and down, only to justify why you should always see them as the people that must remain in power. See?
The same thing the guys did during the course of the elections and throughout the former administration of WIA is what they want to do. They want to continue on the same path of fake propaganda to bad the minds of the people, to make the people feel like, oh, the people won't work, by the opposition giving a hard time. So, like Abu, you said, the police have been at the Capitol building there since this entire thing, since the 17th of October 2024.
Before you enter, you got to show Adika.
Before you enter, and this morning,
and in fact, when they identify a sedition of Fonatisa, you can't enter.
And this morning,
you been entering the building.
This morning, there are media institutions that are reporting of being denied. Of Mike McGonfia. Mike is reporting of being denied access to the Capitol building, and Mike is a legislative reporter. Mike has been at that Capitol building.
So why they refuse for journalists to enter?
So they are being selective in allowing journalists to enter. So the police is there barricading the entire corners of the Capitol building, and before people go in and come out, you answer questions, security questions that satisfy the police that are assigned there. And if you fail to do so, they deny you access to that Capitol building. So how is that even possible that one will sit and think that, and in fact, let me be frank, the guys from the Kofas block, people who don't easily go around the Capitol building, especially since the thing started, only a few of them you will see going it.
Because they deploy police to...
So what has happened is the police is even censoring lawmakers who have a building, who got their offices there. The police is denying them access to that place. Look at how humiliating the police can behave when people who are supporting Kofa try to enter. I saw the police checking Mele Musa Belete car and other lawmakers.
Yeah. And you come back, you tell you won't point finger to the one.
You know, it's
The
just
people you deny access to the
and
legislature.
like I said, evil doers think the evil way. The people who feel like they did it before, when they say, I always told people, I say in a relationship, always the cheating partner is always the jealous one. So when you are cheating, you feel like, for example, if your girl is leaving to go in the market and maybe unforeseen circumstances may have to stay overstay to in the market, what will start running to your mind is your girl is with somebody, because you who here when you leave and go out, that's what you do. So as a result of that, people who are terribly terrible are people who can be thinking that somebody around them is wicked. So the guys are sitting here this morning and wanting to make Liberians believe that, oh yes, what has happened is the making of the former the opposition, and now they are making all efforts to how you call it, making all efforts to explain a statement that was written by a lender lawyer. Yeah.
But folks,
So they want to make it appear there. The post the speaker did was the post, or is what is happening now.
but our post can move on Facebook to
It's
go.
reckless and irresponsible when people who are expected to be sensible enough behave stupid and primitive like they are behaving now. A lady like how you call your Cooper how they call that Craggy. A lady who has refused to be decent in public service, who has refused to be responsible in public service, that the kind of woman today wants to sit and say reckless thing. The challenges your guy Abu. This is a plan. You remember we are receiving information that the MCC is expected to give the government certain amount of money. So the government is looking for every way possible to swerve the minds of the Liberian people on the usage of that money when they receive it. So as a result of that, they are creating more scene in the country so that Liberians can focus more on the scene than the benefit that is coming to the country, and those benefits will be squandered. That's the effort.
Not even under Taylor that we saw the legislature being put to fire.
Not even under we are who you claim was
now
unnoticed.
we are. These people maintain the infrastructure of this country.
Improve on it.
Walker has come because his guys want to defame Funanti and put Liberian people against Funanti Kofa. So they have orchestrated every means. So maybe the attempt was to go and impose some advice, because the last time they attempted, the police have always denied Funanti and his colleagues access to that building, and journalists they believe to be critical on the government, they do not allow you to enter, right? Individual they believe associated with the CDC, they do not allow you to enter. And this morning, with all of the police presence at the Capitol building, how fire got at the building? It's the question. We remain quiet. We wanted to be professional. We said, let's get to understand the source. If it is, if the fire service report tells us that it was not LEC, then we can start to have the different opinions about the possibility. And it must not be a difficult thing to get the culprit, right? But again, we believe this investigation must not be left with the Buakai administration. There must be an independent investigation, because this can be used as a means to go after political oppositions and put them in lifetime imprisonment. This government is treading a dangerous path. This government and the president is setting terrible examples. Oh yes, you can trust them. See what is coming from the executive mansion. See what is coming from there. But folks, that's what it is. So let's come spend time on our cash giveaway and make sure that the money we have here, we give it out. And we open the phone lines for you.
And I'm not satisfied with how the people play.
And hear from you. Exactly. Right. So we will not definitely go in your phone and make you. But all we can do is to encourage you and say, come and play and make the money. Because at the end of the day, when you get this money, there is no record where We tell you, oh, get your scratch card or get your anything. It's for your own benefit. So now, folks, this is it. Star 799 star 70 hash, and you're good. So we are pushing into the $100,000, and we have always said the way to win the 100,000 is to play first. And when you play, you ought to be consistent in your play. The record shows that a lot of folks have come here and they have won. So we'll do it in phases. Let's get the first five. Since we feel on the first treasure, let's get the first five. And once we get the first five play, we'll do the draw. When we are qualified based on the number of play that we will have, then we can do another draw for another for the 100,000 and others. So, but while we are waiting, folks are still winning their $20,000. Something we are committed to giving out and going to continue giving out, right? As we are having more people winning. But when the threshold are set, you definitely have to meet up with the threshold. But it seems as though the folks are really not paying attention and all of that. But it's never too late. We still have enough time, and you can walk away with 100,000 this morning, 20,000 in the numbers, and of course 50,000. Star 799 star 70 hash, and of course you are good to go. So that's what you have to do, and the more you play, the better your chances are to win. Just hold on the line, my friend. Hello, good morning.
Morning, how the morning?
I'm fine, man. How are you this morning?
I'm so good, thank you, my son.
Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Asa Sherry.
Oh, Masa Sherry. I don't know if you my sister or you my auntie, but whatever the case, you're live on Freedom FM. You know that, right?
Yes, oh my God. So,
but back right now, can you, Masa Sherry? If you not pay attention, you lose it. Oh. So, you play the cash giveaway this morning, right?
yes,
How many times?
just my first time I said, wow, 200 people bought me a copy that is on me. Hey, yeah.
You spoil the whole thing now.
Oh, so your friend and playing, they come in winner, you can play one time.
Play one time.
I know you gotta go by and play again.
We'll get 2,000 LD.
Yeah, you gotta go by and play again. I see your money will give me here. I know one time. People, yeah, you gotta go by. Yeah, you gotta go by. And nobody saw the put it there. I was saying, hey, you can hear other people telling say they play 5 times, they play 4 times.
Yeah,
Or your own money get blood. The people who not get blood, yeah, you just play one time, you can't, you win 20,000. Eh? No, that thing you can do is not correct. Your friend can be.
There are people who have played more than you. They've not won.
No, leave that thing, oh man. Yeah.
So okay, so Umoya saying 2005, eh? Umoya saying 2005. Or you can manage it?
Oh yeah, I'll manage it.
But you been playing before?
I just started playing today. I shouldn't laugh. My husband.
So like you been talking, say, oh, the thing they put doing a lot. You can't play. But what happened? I was saying you don't play. Just playing today.
No money. That's only I just travel.
So when we get you the money now, let's understand because Christmas year. Sometimes too, maybe we can understand and thing. So what you won't do now? What thing? The first thing you come and do that what thing?
How much are we?
No, that plenty of money coming win. So wonder right now the first thing on your agenda now, that children's school fee or that bag or that Christmas clothes or that what thing? All right, congratulations. We'll give you the 20,000 now, yeah? Congratulations. When you receive it, you must call the number. Okay, so that is exactly what it is, bro. So that is exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is, folks. Winning and 30 minutes to go. The more you play, the more courage, and of course, the system opens. It can be so. It is what it is.
You play this money so we can give you more money. We want to go and we want to get some of you prepared for the Christmas, so you have to.
I just hear holding oil now. The way they pointing the country thing there now. We know what kind of government will bring say come and develop the country, but the government can't. Then you know, yeah.
Oh, recording so.
Mm, we're gonna Sonny, that thing I can help. Why you ain't focusing on the me you say go for? Oh, what I want get to do with the fact that you people put fire on the legislature. It happen under no government, no president, but Boakai. So I come and play the old man, the prelate from Nigeria, and sometimes, I got the recording. Sometimes it's good for us to play these things as a reminder.
Yeah, so
You know, God Bene, if you won't do God Bene, just sit down by yourself. But don't doubt God. No matter what language the person speaks, no matter how they talk about it, but once they mention God inside now, you don't have to agree with them or you don't have to be what, but once they put God name around it, me, I believe you just have to do what you have to do
yeah.
and forget about God, sir, because God works in miraculous ways. And when people tell you that, look, look, this thing is this, do this thing and do this thing. As people of God, as we claim, we must be able to listen to the word of God. So let's make him here. He's way there in Nigeria. He saw vision and he shared with you all. But you all call yourself Christians. You say Christian state, blah, blah, blah. Whole day you arguing. But a word of God came to you through the church and you turn your back on it.
You put it aside.
You put it aside, and this is what we are getting in our country today. Here, guys. And that boy like can be hallelujah, like Christian still. Then pastor come and tell you, then you say
even
this.
in the Bible, there are nations that turned their backs on God when there were penalties that they got.
You know what I mean for your leaders in the country to say, I'm willing to dance with the devil.
And men of God came and said
these things. And this is where we are.
When we vote this person, this is what is going to happen.
That's here again.
Yeah.
Up to the run of the election, this is what the men of God said.
If you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The people of Liberia and George Ware, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer. Our economy hardship, poor will suffer, rich will suffer, every people will suffer. You see, all the four classes of human will suffer. We suffer. I'm not from Liberia. That's the message of the Lord from Liberia. If you put that opposition of Bukini or Bukani to be your president,
Hey, why you laughing? Why you laughing?
Liberia will sink.
Bukini.
For Liberia. You don't expect.
Let me was speaking from Sonny saw.
The name Liberia will crash. This person has nothing to offer you. Spiritual Liberia will die.
The man are fake pastor.
The best man for this job is George Ware. Vote him and he will do better than ever. He will do better than his first term. And there will be total development in Liberia. That is me for you. That's what the Lord said.
You have been playing your card before coming to the
all my prophecies. I'm not boasting, but that's the message of the Lord. The best person to vote for that will make Liberia better is George Ware. If you mistakenly vote opposition, majority of you will eat human flesh. You will see sound and eat it. It's a catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Calamity.
It's what happening.
It's what you want to
Calamity
vote
is
for.
what happening. They're burning our Capitol
You
building.
cannot do it. This is the best man who
Samuel
can give
Koga
you
thing, he
victory.
man.
George
He's
Weah.
on it. They say, Koga, oh, y'all resolve this thing. He said, no, we can't resolve it. And it's on it. He put police officer, you beat on legislators. You ain't seeing the signs. Eh? You send police, they use baton, they beat your fellow lawmakers. You condemn them. That is calamity, chaos.
If you want Liberia to move forward, the best person to vote for is this George Weah. Is the man.
Hey, God, these predictions, are we there now?
We are getting there.
Do you
We
is
are
it making sense? Is the prelate or the preacher man is his I don't know how they call it, making
His
sense?
prophecy.
A prophecy. Is it manifesting?
It started making sense from the initial stage of this government. Abu, you noticed that there were fire incidents across this country, that almost every day there were fire cases reported, incidents reported across this country. And that I believe at that time was the beginning of the prophecy, and even up to where we are. That's why you see many of these things when they happen, I would tell you, say I am not surprised, because these are things that we believe in. We as Christians, especially for me, I would say I believe in prophecy, and I'm one person who don't believe that I should question the position of a pastor or a prophet. So once I believe in proclaiming the name of God, the word of God, I respect you for that. And so when you make prophecy, I see it as you have released it, and I consider it the way it is. And that is just it. So the government, things are happening terribly. Things are happening that when we fear that our country is moving back to where we were before, and we are moving to the prophecy of the men of God. Abu, well, let play this. I want you to please connect the audio from this side. Let play it so you can listen to how people making mockery of our country outside. I want to share this on the Facebook feed, so you can see.
Let's get it. So yeah, star 799 star 70 hash.
Play.
We still have time, and
play.
we're talking about 100K here, and y'all be saying that again. Somebody will come walk away with it.
Cool. You cool? You ready?
Go ahead.
So let's go.
Mm.
Yeah. So for you, y'all see, y'all enjoy that. President nation. Uh,
As see where our calamity be. Of Liberia. Let me going down there slowly. You know when the air moving very tired. But I didn't know that's the way again.
International guest. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Good for President's craft.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
we need to start doing our
Mm-hmm.
medical and the requirement, physical fitness. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But
see, but
yeah.
see, with spending PSV, everything. Oh yeah, folks. But again, as far as with these things, but these are the serious moment where we drop the ball, and these are the beginning moment that brought disgrace and shame to our country. And this is exactly what we're witnessing. This is exactly what we're seeing now go on in Liberia. Fast forward, the Capitol building is under attack. It has been set at blaze, and from all indication, it appears. Yesterday we saw Unity Party folks all over the internet talking that there will be big news today. There will be big news today. The news will shock you. And you can remember, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said all of that. Even this guy, Mo Ali, posted that it's gonna be a watershed news tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. So we're seeing, and of course, anybody know what that is? Disqualify as one. Disqualify as one. Of course, uh, uh, it qualifies exactly as one of such news where everybody will wake up to and see uh, how enterprising it is, and how catastrophic it is. The news is something that gets you off your seat. How would the government itself perpetuate an act to bring the Capitol building down remains something we need to investigate and come to an understanding. Mr. Bovo Bavu, G. Baswa Bavu, is the director of the Labour Fire Service, the National Fire Service. The onus is on him to do an impartial investigative process into the cause of the fire. But again, we've seen the majority bloc embark on all kinds of attempts just to defame and, of course, assume for themselves some kinds of legitimacy and authority. So they have done that on countless occasions. 2, 3 days ago, there were signs of fire at the very Capitol building, and they have been in charge of the Capitol building. They have deployed police officers all over the building, harassing and beating on lawmakers who are not part of the so-called majority. So the world know that, the records are clear about that, and the facts are vivid. There is no way we can run away from it. So before you jump and leave all the security forces they had there, the investigation must begin with them. If you want to say, right, somebody went there to go pull fire there, where did they pass? Who allowed them to pass? So it has to be by the permission of those in custody of the Capitol building premises, and it is the Gregor Common Police, and in consonance with the Joint Security, uh, 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 James Kohler, Samuel Koga are the one that have been escorting the police recently.
Mm-hmm.
They are the one that have been calling the police, and the police allow this person, don't allow this person, move they want, do that one. And so, folks, we are clear. We are telling you this. This allow rooms. How come everybody is shocked and amazed, but you people get answer? So it is something they expected. They knew it. They knew that they were going to do this today. So that what it shocked all of us, but it did not shock them. And for this to be coming from the office of the president, from the deputy minister, raises serious eyebrow. Cornelia must be concerned about investigating instead of pointing fingers.
They are still living the challenge opposition days when they used to politicize everything, even when they borders on the peace and security of the country. They politicize it, they make reckless and irresponsible statements. These are the things that they are still involved into. When we can pick calls and hear from Liberians, it's 14 minutes up to 14 minutes up to 10 o'clock.
Yes, let's go to the phone line 776-104-104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104. Whether it is the protest, the handling of the protest, and of course the demonstration of non-adherent to democratic rights and civil liberty, seen on yesterday by the Bwaka police and the sudden gutting the fire of the legislature. What do you make of it? Liberia, where are we headed? Where are we headed? Hello, good morning.
Morning, I want to tell you thank you.
All right, congratulations. So you must be playing now, yeah?
My son, even okay, I can't play whole day today.
So you going to buy the bag of rest?
Yeah, my daughter going on the road now.
Yeah, y'all go buy it, yeah?
Yeah,
you're not getting the school, you're not mom, the people there, yeah?
Okay, one of my neighbor in the trouble, they want to free him from stay with Depo.
Y'all gotta pray for the country for the next 6 years, the way we are now.
We pray on that one thing, I saw the step. Yes, for us, I don't even have food to eat. But you kind of thing that going on, it very worry my heart, my son.
That the rescue, you're not turning around.
They turn around for two.
All right, thank you, man. We got a call there.
Yes, we can talk to this person right here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Chief. How are you? Where from Douala?
Yeah, God West came me through away. We started this having Tuesday 2003 when the Pope of God started here the Wabi. Yesterday, when the people border, we thought everything was going on. And I put it in our people. God West came me through away. So, we want to see what is come out of that story. What is the police out there with this?
Okay.
Okay. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Morning, Chief.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for the topic this morning. But what people are saying, how sure are them that is the CDC people? In the house that they have a minor fire break recent time, and they know. So
wow.
It tells you that the government, the people they got are irresponsible.
Hey, how you doing?
Morning, Chief. Morning. How are you?
Yeah, no problem. Let me say hi to Abu. This is Ed Moka. Usually be a guy that keep paying Waka feel the fire to teach what. You know, Waka started with fire, you can't buy again. Because the last yesterday I'm monitoring on the news, a pastor house got burned right around I think territory or somewhere down there. The entire place got burned. You say only if I jam you go out monitoring on the news. Then here we are this morning we hear about fire. And as you are saying, Webber is the one that had deployed security over there. It's not only the Capitol building police that had taken that place. And they didn't realize that fire sooner before they could get to know when fire said they got there. It was already late. the one in charge. And as for the protest, brother, Waka disgraced his government yesterday. Because I thought that Baba could have used that protest yesterday at least to build their record. And so what is they are capital city by going there to pitch representative? We felt that he could have used that yesterday to do a little bit going out. But rather, they went yesterday, they did the human imagination. But if they see what that they are doing it to scare us, no. We are going to come up with it. What we are saying to the different organizer, no more will come in with hang on shit. No matter will take it to wear t-shirt because Waka have rejected all of those. What you want is fire for fire. Thank you, brother. Have a nice day.
Thank you so kindly. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my dear brother.
Go ahead, you live.
Okay. Yeah. I'm Maurice from See, what happened in the country is that, the saying go like this. Where the older men sit and see the child can climb the tallest tree in the world, we never see what the older men see. And the old man can sit down to us and say, oh, war for in America. You know what I'm saying? But the child will climb the tree and you will not see him. When Joshua was talking about providing security for ourselves or being security for ourselves, people insulted him and say a whole lot of things. That's the point we're reaching to today.
Okay.
You getting me?
I get you, Chief. I get you.
Yeah. The old man, Joseph Barker, it was better for Joseph Barker to be 16-year-old boy because there's some man will cool man. There's some man will cool man. And if we continue like this, this will damage the country and move to freedom. So we have to stand strong as a Nigerian.
Okay.
The owner of the indigenous, the owner of this country, we have to stand.
All right.
Because they not get the country at all. Every day they go looking for drugs, or the other person smoking.
Okay.
Selling drugs left by your house. The possible thing is saying they're smoking before.
All right.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Talk to this person 0776-104-104 0886-500-104. I the numbers. You can call us on right here and be a part of today's edition of the program. Good morning.
Good morning, Ika. How you doing?
I'm okay. Thank God for grace. Go ahead.
Okay. Positions have been destined to men by God. And I listen to the prophecy of the water Nigerian or Ghanaian. And it's coming to pass now. This position is not being destined to Boyka by God. And Joshua did the same. I mean, the best way to get him this job so that the Liberian people will see who is Boyka. You see what is happening? So that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's talk to this person.
All right. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Abu. This is Freedom FM.
Okay.
You're live on the radio.
Yeah.
We called you yesterday, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That means you won yesterday?
No. I played I know when last week I won.
Okay. What is your name?
My name is Victor Siafa.
Victor Siafa. How many times you play?
I played 500 more.
500, not possible. Today is 200 per play. So how many times you play?
Today?
Yeah, this morning, yeah.
I played 5 times. 1,000 I use.
Okay, you play 5 times. Congratulations, you won $20,000.
Wow.
So when you receive it, you call this number, yeah?
All right, bro.
Okay. So let's continue.
Let's talk to
Misuse was calling here.
Hello. Okay, let's talk to Misuse from this and Misuse morning. Misuse morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu. Good morning, Ika. How you doing?
Morning, man. You live?
Okay, thank you for the show this morning. We say thanks to everyone that went on yesterday for that protest. We showed on yesterday, and we were on the ground. Don't let government they made ourselves sure to the black people to hold Kalasco in this country as a political president. They make Kalasco famous, and you'll be free. I think they're doing a jumping. Nothing they think will say, oh, they don't see throwing rock on the people. I say, no, they mentioned that people need to go on the ground, on the protest ground. So that people, if you won't be serious, doing yourself. So my domestic affairs, they were blown on their back. You want to say? And to the issue of one of them, my son, I was woman for and the people I was out here. The woman had a dream. I'm telling you, the woman to bring her, I can bring you to explain to you. The woman
Thank you, Misuse. Let's talk to this person. The time is 5 minutes up to 10 o'clock, and we're still giving out cash prize star 799 star 70 #. Morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you, sir?
We okay from this end. Thank God for grace. Go ahead.
This is Samuel Keto calling from Mike Gidi.
Samuel Kedu, not the former president now. Make it clear.
No, the incoming president.
Go ahead, incoming president.
Yeah, you see, brother, we always pray for you guys that always on the radio. When the former president earlier said that Brother cannot become a president to lead Liberia, people thought that she hated him. But I'm saying they clearly so that other people will listen to it as Liberia and around the world. So when they say that Liberia are tired of war, which is true, but that does not mean that Liberia are ignorant of war. The Brother police will continue doing this. I'm saying this. I've been in the classroom. I taught our OTC, which we are preparing people to protect the interests of Liberia. I'm doing, I was doing before, and I'm still doing up to now. I have still training other people for the prevention of Liberians. The broadcast then will continue to martialize Liberians. I can say without fear that I'm able to defend Liberia in any other way. And if I will say this for you to hate me, you're not accept me, I'm saying it with boldness that anybody is willing to protect me, and if the government will go on to misbehave like this. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Let me talk to this person. Hello.
Hello.
You live on the radio, Chief.
Good morning.
Morning, boss.
You see, what is going on is not strange. I thought that everything that was even going to be level to the ground. That was going to be a joyful thing for me. Because that place is useless. The code, the capital building, everything is useless. So if they were going to bring down to zero, say I'm going to be rejoicing.
No, man, our national investment, man. She can,
At the end of the day, we can do without it. We need it.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead, Chief.
I'm live on the radio.
You live.
Imagine what this is going to happen while we are as president.
And my name is Martino, member of the National Progressive Action Movement Liberia. I joined from
Go
people
ahead.
community. I want to speak to the issue that occurred yesterday. You know, I was at the Capitol building yesterday, and I hear a lot of people are insinuating that the issue that occurred in Monarch. I think that is just crazy way of thinking. Yesterday, the police ran behind people, protesters who went to exercise their constitutional rights, and they were prevented.
Oh, wow.
But when the president enter, what they did, they allow UPs to enter the building. They not made up play the UP Nest head office.
Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
You live. Go ahead.
Good morning. Emmanuel, from calling from Mumbai.
Go ahead, Yimane.
Hega and Abu, this country, for some of us, we are silent listening. We listen to the radio of the call this morning. For me, my greatest fear is if this government remain in power in a bizarre one election, with the way they are breaking our laws. If this government remain in power in a bizarre one election, what next?
This is.
I mean, Hega, this guy is having a
yes, and Abu,
fear.
that was my thought on yesterday, and this is what the government is going to do in the future elections, because
you're doing
the
this.
government is doing this to make to instill fear in people. So what will happen is the same dictatorial action they are taking today, it is something that they will take tomorrow to protect their power.
You know why people taking it now? Because there's nothing much. But the point the president is raising, that will be election. People will have plenty at stake, right?
Sure.
And you think a group of people will just come and just do anything? So now the question is, how would they respond if they have been so undemocratic during normal times? Come to think about election period. Look at how the CDC and Mr. Weah handled the 2023 election and transition power smoothly, right? With what is happening now, that even our institutions are being put on fire during normal time. Eh? When there is a huge police presence mining the place, state fire coming from there. Come to think about, oh, so yeah, I was just telling you, I said the folks are saying they want to catch Josiah Joker, a well-known, notorious Bwaka fanatics, right? To neck. You think they're preparing the country for peace? They're not preparing the country for peace. Bwaka must be thinking about doing things differently and finding patriotic, independent, objective Liberian to put them over the National Elections Commission. But no, he is carrying not only partisans, but fanatic, extremists. Josiah Jokai is an extremist, and he is on record. He has said that. But this is the preference that they're telling the Liberian people that Josiah Jokai will carry there. And you think when you carry Josiah Jokai there, when Josiah Jokai deny the Liberian people there, all of them will fold their hands.
That's the point.
Liberians will telling you these things. You have to stop. You have to sit down and have a second thought about Bwakai. If you're liking so much, you'll get around him, advise him to lead a nation united. A nation united with one destiny. Bwaka is dividing the country is bad. Mr. President is supporting initiative that discriminating and segregating against other Liberians, and they will not sit and being killed all of the time without justice, and you expect it to go like that. That is the reason why no singular Liberian must support police brutality. I see some of you, United Party supporters, are even calling for the army to come. You are wishing bad things, oh. Some of the things you are wishing, you have to be careful. You get power and then you are saying all these terrible things. What are you depending on? Why are you be wishing evil for Liberia? You have power. Because of your dislike for CDC or seditions? And you think Liberia should go down? We will say, we will play our part. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live on Freedom FM. My name is Abu Sharif. How are you this morning?
Thank God.
Okay. Did you play cash giveaway?
Yes, I've been playing.
When? Today?
I played this morning. I played 5 times this morning.
You spent $1,000.
Yes, sir.
What is your name?
Shafa Mazikwe.
Shafa Masikwe.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But have you won the cash giveaway before?
I've been playing. I know when my president will call me, sir.
Hey, why you call it been playing? The record show that you're not ready been playing.
I've been playing. I've been playing since every time. I've been playing. Oh, your show I can play on all.
Well, you can be playing one time. You play one time, you go. You play one time, you go.
I put on one time. I've been playing. Every time I've been playing. My woman said that's what means. Every time I lose my money, I can win.
Okay, tell her say, you know win, $20,000 this morning.
Oh God, thank God for this. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
So congratulations, you receive the money very shortly. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, that's correct. So, okay, so say, okay, yes, that's what we want, and the government must be the first person to rally the country around waiting for and launching an investigation. And you understand, Higa? But the government people can't be pointing finger. So the layman us out there will be quick to jump to conclusion. But if you see a whole deputy minister go and start pointing finger.
So it is terrible when
Then,
the government itself start to live on perception.
Okay, so that means whatever investigation that they're going to do is going to be made towards that end. Because they don't want to make themselves a liar. So, Liberians, the credibility of the investigation has been put under question by Colonel Kratupa. I told you I said the lady a kid. And you know, stay passing around doing all kind of things in the community. So these kinds of people, Liberia,
she and her father benefiting from the efforts of Prince Johnson. So the late Prince.
Oh yes, he made her father, what you might call it, and MDR
Party chairman,
chairman,
yeah. So
and he has back to back become minister proper, and so they are living life. They are okay. They've been living on the state, and the government is supposed to be calling media institution and announcing to the country and telling Liberians to remain calm as investigations will be launched into establishing the root cause of the fire and giving hope to Liberians. But you are seeing a whole deputy minister take to social media and, of course, giving out innuendos, being political, politicizing the fact that the national legislature has been burned or has got a fire. Are you kidding me, folks?
mm,
Are you kidding me? And then when we say that there is nothing existing in Liberia called leadership, and you all see it from a viewpoint of the fact that you're taking salary in government, folks, Liberia is bigger. It's our greatest denominator. We must all act to save this country. Mr. Bwaka terribly handling until you come to the realization that Bwaka needs to be, the truth needs to be told to him. You will all be shocked and amazed with the different results that you get. So what did we get yesterday? Higher ups in the Bwaka administration in their continual attempt are telling us, some of our friends are warning us. So look, the government has made, the top executive of the government has made a decision clear that in the first quarter of 2025, they will arbitrarily close all of the critical media institutions on the government. They told us.
because they've made efforts to ensure that they bring them on their side, and some of us are
Yeah.
resilient to
So 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 that's what it has leaked, and we are waiting. For us, we are journalists. We write and we talk. If you sit and the government suppress the free press, the government is telling you that whatever condition you are in, you deserve it and you remain there. And anybody who attempts to talk, they will go for them and they will censor them. Liberia, you don't need to be hearing gun in, Butuo or Logatuo before you know there is war. If a government decide to be, and the kind of way the Baka regime is proceeding is equal to war. Bishop Cottle Brown, where's your voice? Or have you forgotten all of your advocacy note? Or right now, the peace of Liberia does not matter to you anymore because sedition are under attack. Bishop Cottle Brown, I'm singling you out because I'm here, I'm aware, and I saw your advocacy.
Christopher
But
told
today,
you.
when you are speaking, you are protecting kinsmanship. And it's dangerous, it's terrible for our country. You speak out. You protect Liberia, you defend Liberia. Hagar, we have to go.
Yes, I will be here tomorrow again to continue with the week's edition of the program right here. So it has been a good time being together here together this morning. Let's pray for the peace of our country. Let's pray that our country will continue to maintain, we as Liberians to continue to maintain the peace. And again, it's upon the government to ensure that it exhibit responsible leadership so that Liberians will not get more agitated to run this country into what we will never think about. So until we are back here tomorrow, let's pray for Liberia and see you on tomorrow.
Exactly what it is, because the country belongs to everybody, and we do not want that a repeat of the old days where we asking you and show your ID card. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir.
That's because they were speaking.
Go ahead.
You tell you, I will now receive the money.
You say, what is your name?
They don't say about.
When you want.
Peter, when you win? When you won, sir?
Wow,
Yeah, when?
this money ain't coming out too long.
Yeah, but if I just call you now, that process, and when you go in the market to go look for money, like how you can get, so you can be patient. So yes, folks, and that's what it is. So we have to go home. We have played our part. Tomorrow we'll be here to continue from exactly where we are, but we are watching the independent people, the are also watching. The international folks are watching. So you can have your narrative, but the history will reflect the facts. Until we meet tomorrow, my name is Abu Sharif. Hagar Gonda was here. Do have a wonderful time from the nation's capital.